Dr. Aphra issue 33 sees the Doctor reunited with Tolvan, who, while Aphra thinks she doesn't remember her, remembers everything, including Aphra using Bor Ifram on her to wipe her mind. Tolvan says that she has spent the last 2 months believing she murdered Aphra, who tries to explain why she did it. Tolvan kisses her forehead, saying she missed her and mourned her, but that won't happen again as she stuns Aphra. Years ago, Aphra and her mother begin construction of their farm on Arbiflux. Young Aphra finds the bird creatures of the planet evil, but her mother reminds her that nobody is actually evil, not in their own heads at least. Aphra wonders what about the Sith then, since they use the dark side and dress in black, but Lona knows that that's just more of her husband's simplistic views rubbing off on her daughter. Lona says that the whole history of the Jedi is just one purist calling another a heretic and cherry picking what's good and bad. Aphra thinks that she should be learning about that sort of stuff, not playing with evil birds, but her mother says that that type of history never helped anyone, and the galaxy is filled with idealists, and yesterday's good is tomorrow's evil. She tells her daughter that she thinks evil is a measure of how much one's choices take away other people's. In the present on Trading Post Shung Tesk, Aphra awakens to find Tolvan and her people going through her things. Tolvan finds the broken lightsaber, taking the crystal from it and putting it in the Far Killer, saying that she's going to run a field test with it. Aphra learns that she is in the presence of Mon Mothma and the Rebel High Command. General Kraken introduces himself as Aphra wants to know where she is. Since the rebels don't currently have a new base, they are hiding out in a livestock market and have to move every couple of days thanks to Mon Mothma. The rebels found Aphra thanks to Imperial propaganda that they monitor, focusing on Aphra and her adventures on Milvane. Kraken says that her raid of the temple couldn't have come at a worse time, as the Silani are trying to negotiate a alliance with the Empire, and they've spared no expense in finding Aphra and the Far Killer. Aphra wonders if that's why they sent Tolvan after her, since they knew each other, but Kraken says that he just wanted to see what Tolvan would do, since Tolvan has become quite the asset in the Rebel command since putting together her extraction team, and she's been very open in her past and about what she had done in her past, even shocking Mothma that an Imperial careerist would turn to the rebels because of love. Kraken likes to think, however, that she would do her job of killing spies or abducting ex-lovers irrespective of her feelings. Kraken wants to get to task, however, talking about the Far Killer and going with the general. Aphra says that she knows her history of the gun, so he doesn't need to give her a history lesson, but that his droid does anyway, seeing the gun was developed by Master Oob in the aftermath of the Corsair Wars, and by making the weapon, he broke Jedi doctrine, causing Oob and his partner Var Will to be purged from the Jedi Order. Tolvan meanwhile has set up for a demonstration, finding a local Imperial spy cell to test the gun on. With Kraken's permission to fire on the hidden cell, Tolvan activates the weapon, obliterating the Bantha barn that they were hiding in. Kraken's droid says that they will be reverse engineering it, but Aphra wants to sell it, not take it apart. Kraken says that they only need one shot, since the enemy has it far easier than them, since they have to keep moving Mon Mothma and stop assassinations constantly. He tells them that they hear of attempts on Palpatine from time to time, and that he actually encourages his men to do it, keeping them all on their toes. He only knows that they are coming because he can somehow sense them when they come for him, which Kraken sees as unfair, so they were going to hit him from far away. Aphra realizes that the rebels want to try and build their own version of the Death Star, but the resources they would need would be staggering. The droid, however, says that they will be miniaturizing the reactor tech to put in a modified fighter, allowing them to then use the focal ring from the gun to fire from a galaxy away. Kraken reveals his designs and that the collateral damage will be an issue if they were to fire the weapon, but if the war was to end with one shot, then it would be worth it, despite what Mon Mothma would do if she learned of his plans. Tolvan contacts Kraken, saying the Imperials that they killed weren't there for Mon Mothma, but for Aphra. Kraken tells Aphra that the Empire won't stop hunting her, and sooner or later they will send Darth Vader for her. Kraken knows Aphra has been trying to slice their systems while they've been walking through the base, but doesn't care, saying that they can protect her and that she should join them and make a difference with their new projects. Returning to the hangar, Aphra runs into the returning Tolvan, who spits on the ground in front of Aphra. With that little action, Aphra is done, telling Velada to grab her things since they are leaving. Dr. Aphra issue 33 continued the Jedi super weapon arc by having Aphra remember memories of her past and how good and evil aren't things set in stone, which plays rather nicely into the story of the rebels wanting to make their own super weapon to kill Palpatine. It was great seeing those ideologies kind of clash and kind of paint the rebels as no better than the Empire if they are willing to use a super weapon and cause civilian casualties to get what they need. I really hope the book continues that and kind of dives into it a little bit more. Aphra's reunion with Tolvan was great as well, and I love that Tolvan just kind of doesn't give a shit about her anymore and calls her out for being a really shitty person, which is great because Aphra kind of deserves that and kind of deserves to be told the truth, since not a lot of people do that with her. I'm going to give this issue an 8 out of 10. Hey everyone, thanks for watching my newest video. If you enjoyed it, you might also like to check out my other reviews here on my channel. You can also follow me on various social media platforms like Twitter by searching Matt_FOS, or even join the Comic Multiverse Discord server and chat with other comic book fans, including myself and Joel from Cape Joel. Want cheap comics and trades? Head over to the book depository with the link in the description to get the cheapest trades and comics around, along with free shipping anywhere in the world. Until next time, this has been Matt of the Fortress of Solitude. Thank you so much for watching.